USA, 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 baby.
USA.
So the little goat effer finally lost. Oh, he lost his zero. He doesn't know where it is. Oh, Shawnee boy put his pee-pee on my fungus. Gay wrestling didn't work for once. Oh, I couldn't hold him down. He reverse raped me. Oh no. Oh,
going
USA,
into
baby.
going into this fight, we were like, honestly, we thought Sean could do it. It wasn't 100%, but we're like, if anyone could beat him, it was Sean because his wrestling defense is really good. He always gets right back up. Even Dricus Duplessis, when he took Sean down, Sean would just get right back up. And like it was, we were like yelling at the TV when this was going on. We're like, yeah, like when as he was beating Khamzat. I remember in the first round, Khamzat's like, I wrestle, I wrestle. He tried to do the Kevin Holland, like, I'm just gonna charge him and I'm gonna like wrestle him into submission. And then like he's like, I'm gonna slam him, and he slammed him and he broke his own freaking nose. Like he got back up and he go, oh, my nose is bleeding. He like slammed his own nose into Sean's back. And like that was the only damage he did. He's like, and then he tried to submit Sean, but he couldn't even get him. He just like rolled around with him, and then he was like gassed by round two. Yeah, by round two, it was becoming apparent like if Sean survived that, Khamzat was all gassed. It was like, uh-oh, Sean might actually be able to do this.
Here's the thing, you guys. Gay wrestling doesn't work if the guy is not homosexual. Sean Strickland is not gay, so that means
Well,
he's
that's debatable
immune
a
to
little bit.
boy wrestling.
But yeah, it was good. It was good to see because Khamzat's fight against Dricus Duplessis was like the most boring crap ever. He didn't try to do any ground and pound. He barely tried to finish the fight. Like, I'm just gonna lay on you. And so like he tried to do it against Strickland, but he couldn't do it. He realized quickly the amount of energy he had to use to like just keep Sean on the ground wasn't worth it. And then he started just striking, and then Sean had the advantage. But to give Khamzat credit, by like round two or three, he started realizing Sean wasn't kicking because he was too afraid to take down. So he got to like mix up the kicks and stuff. Um, but like Sean just kept peppering him with like 1,000 little baby jabs, and the baby jabs over time they actually added up, and then Khamzat's face by the end was all beat up. He's all bloodied.
For once, Khamzat was the goat getting effed instead of him effing the goat. It was like the reverse. Like you could see it on his face when he Charles Oliveira'd after Sean wouldn't go down, and like Sean got a good right hand in, and like he kind of like Charles Oliveira'd. Oh no, I'm rocked. I have to lay on my back and open my legs. Put your pee pee in me. Like he kind of like gave
Well,
up
yeah,
for a
round
moment.
two when he was in the corner, like he was completely gassed. There was that time too. Sean ended up on top of him like two times in the fight. I remember like Kamzat tried to take him down. He's like, "Oh no, I'm tuckered out." He's like, "I'm taking a nap," and he laid down. He's like, "Come get me, Sean. We're gonna wrestle." And then and then Sean was just on top of them for hella long, so Kamzat could recover. And then yeah, by the end of the round, he's like, "Oh no, my little wrestling's not working."
It was kind of funny on Cosmat's face. You could kind of see it's not that Sean was keeping the wrestling down. It meant it was going to be 5 rounds, and you could like he started gassing
Mm-hmm.
out mentally, realizing
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm not just going to dominate this guy and just hold like he did with DDP. I'm going to hold you down and just hump you for 5 rounds. He realized he can't get away with that this time. That's why he got worried. Like, oh no, I can't be gay the whole for 5 rounds.
Yeah, and by round five, Comp's like, well, I'll just like punch him a bit and then take him down each round. Then I might win 100 points. And then he tried that in round five, and like he took Sean down, but Sean just got up. So he did. Khamzat was doing like no damage with the takedowns, right? So like, when they're announcing the winner of the fight, we both kind of thought Sean did it, but we're like, these judges, you never know, they have a stick up their bungus for Khamzat, right? So. It was close. Like when they announced the first judge, and he was like, "For Khamzat, oh yeah, we love wrestling." And then like we were both like, "Uh-oh!" And then Sean's face too was like, "God, these fuckers gonna screw me out of the win." But yeah, he got it, folks. It was close-ish, but right. But like against the wrestler, like Sean just kept getting up and on the feet. Overall, Sean the output was just way higher. Like Khamzat had a few good punches every now and then, but just Sean was just like jab, 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 jab. How about a jab? And he only threw a couple of teep kicks. He didn't want to get taken down, which is smart. Good game plan. Like earlier in the
Sean
card,
Strickland is
it
right.
was
He's
like
the
Joaquin
last
Buckley
American
like
fighter.
against Sean Brady. He's like, I'm gonna kick you, and every time was a takedown. He didn't learn his lesson. It was pretty stupid. But we'll get into that later. But yeah, this is crazy for Sean Strickland. Like he said, he's like one of the last few decent American fighters. Bo Nickel let us down. He tuckered out against
I didn't
RDR.
realize
But
I wanted Sean to win this bad, but when they were announcing the fight, literally, I had my hands like this, my head bowed. I couldn't look at the screen. I was just listening for new, I was just like, please don't let this goat effer win. I was just like, give us something, Lord. Like like I couldn't let this daggy check-in bullshit continue.
Yeah,
And
we
it
prayed to the
actually, you know
UFC
what?
gods.
I prayed to the UFC gods, but here's the part I like the most. Khamzat didn't stay in the cage. He ran away. Oh no, my bungus is leaking cum shoots out of my
Yeah. Well, he
bungus.
broke
I'm
his
cum
own
chuck
nose.
Chimaev.
He broke his own nose. He's like, my little nose is broken. No, no.
Stay in the
Sean's
cage
nose
and
got
do
a
an
little fucked up
interview.
too. Yeah,
Well,
but
here's the
it's
thing.
his first little loss, so he's a little sad.
But here's the thing, he's Mr. Tough Guy. He didn't even want to stand in the cage. If he I didn't watch the post fight presser. He better be in that post fight presser. If he ran from that too, he's a little bitch boy. Like, really, you're not gonna talk about this, Mr. I'm a champ. I never lose. Oh no, I lost. I have to cry and go to my room. Sean spanked my little bottom and I have to go run away.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, his English isn't that great to begin with. He just goes, well, he's okay, but yeah, like it's crazy to think about. Like Sean's double champ, like not double champ, like that he won two divisions, but he's twice the champion, right? Like beat Adesanya. There's a little image too. He beat Adesanya in the prime, and now he beat Khamzat in his prime, little wrestling man. And then see if Khamzat won, he fights like once a year. He's like, I won. I laid on a guy for 30 minutes. Now you don't get to see me for a whole nother year. Like, so Sean Strickland's active. He just fought like Hernandez not even
Welcome
that
us all
long
back,
ago.
YouTube. We've
And
been
then
out of
he
commission,
fought
but
and got
Sean
the title. He'll
inspired
probably
us
fight
to make
again in a few
content.
months. Like, but yeah, like I saw this on Reddit, like fucking that was an upset too. Everyone's with Adesanya. He's like, Sean's not gonna win. He's just some bum. He can't beat Adesanya. And that was like amazing too. Honestly, like there's great matchups for him. I don't know if they give Khamzat the rematch. Probably not. Maybe they give him Dricus du Plessis another fight with him. But we've seen that twice. But or I wonder who else. But yeah.
Well, here's the thing, you guys. Two things here. What you just mentioned with DDP, he had a broken shoulder last fight, and here's the thing, you guys. He got robbed that first fight because the gay Canadians were like, "Oh no, Sean said stuff about trannies, so we can't give him the win. We're gonna rip him off." So it's kind of like, but here's the thing. I still don't want to see DDP versus Strickland again unless I have to. I really hope they put another contender in. You know, I mean, Strickland can get what he wants. And here's the third thing, you guys, is that Sean Strickland is racially motivated. He wins those fights. He can't beat a white man. It's been proven. And even Cannonier fight, he got robbed. He That was a draw at worst. So he can only lose to a white fighter. So I don't really want to see DDP next. It's just the truth, guys. Let's be real. It's kind of like the Drew Dober thing with MMA Guru. It's like you can't beat his kryptonite is a white man. So just if we
He
put
did lose to
DDP in, we know
Usman
it's a
years
loss.
ago. But we've seen DDP twice, right? But apparently Sean Strickland, he was like injured that fight. Maybe it's true. Get the second fight with DDP, but yeah, but I mean
I need
he's
to
champ
correct
now.
you
It's
though.
crazy.
I need
Was
to
that?
correct you because Usman was when he was at 170. He's never lost at
That's a good point.
185 to a white man.
That's a good point. But yeah, like man, this card surprisingly all around this was a good card. I guess we'll move into the next fight. But yeah, Sean Strickland, USA, USA. It's like rare there's a fucking USA fighter that's any good nowadays, like because they pay them so little. But yeah. Um, But yeah, fucking the fight before this. Oh, those little fucking midgets, those little damn leprechauns. They can fight. It was Ty. How do you say his name, brother? But it was Van versus the little Japanese man.
Taira,
Yeah, we
something
should learn his
Japanese
name. We
dude.
should not to disrespect these little guys. These little short kings can scrap, all right? Like that was a great fight. Like after that fight, we were like, if the next fight sucks and Khamzat just lays on Sean and for 5 rounds, at least we had a good fight. But like it was like a back and forth the whole time. And like multiple times the Japanese dude looked like he was knocked out and he's like, "No, I would bring great dishonor to my family." And he got fucking back up and he kept fucking fighting. It was like a really good fight. Like both of those guys, whatever fight they have next, like I'm watching. Like, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, my only issue with the fight, this Mark Goddard Jr. bitch boy ref, I don't know if he came out of freaking Goddard's bungus and just fell on the ground and we got a new Mark Goddard spawn. He remind me of the Israel Adesanya stoppage the first time versus Pereira, where it was like he was knocked down, admittedly. He did turn away, but he wasn't out. He was on one knee. You know, Goddard let fucking Khalil Roundtree get knocked down in multiple times, but it was like he wouldn't call the fight until he was sure Khalil was out. This time it was like the Japanese dude was like not down. And I remember the dude Taira threw his fucking mouthpiece on the ground in anger. And I kind of agree with that. I mean, I think he deserved a few more shots. It's a championship fight. It's the fifth round. It's a 2-2 fight. If Herb Dean was in there, it wouldn't have been stopped yet. It was like the earliest, latest stoppage. It was like it's a latest, earliest stoppage. It's like I could see why the ref did it, but like it's a title fight, dude. Like let him let's be sure he's like not able to continue, you know? I don't know what you think
Yeah,
about that, brother.
yeah, brother. I do agree, brother, because like it was like they let them nearly kill each other for like 5 rounds, and there was like multiple times you could have maybe stopped it, but like you could see the Japanese dude had no quit in him. He was gonna get back up. His face was like so bloodied up and fucked up because uh the other dude, like the boxing was like really good. So like the Japanese dude really he was just like take down, try to submit him. His striking wasn't as good, but like he just kept doing it. But yeah, but when the fight got stopped, it was like he got hit good, right? He looked fucked up. It was like 80% chance he got finished right there, but he didn't even like fall to the ground completely. Like he like went to a knee and then he was immediately in a grappling stance to try to grapple his way to survive. And then like it got stopped right there. And then he immediately threw the mouth guard. It's like, yeah, he needed to take 1 to 2 more punches to make sure that like if he fell to the ground completely, right, or like looked knocked out, then yeah, but like it's a championship fight. You need to give him that chance. Yeah, what it was like Adesanya and Pereira. It's like he's not even like on the ground yet. He didn't look like out or completely done, you know. It was like kind of sad to see. But maybe they do a rematch down the line, or it'll probably be Pantoja next, which is fair, right? Against Joshua Van, and whoever wins that, probably Tatsuro Taira. I probably said his name wrong. Will get that fight. Like I want to see this rematch possibly. It was like a really good fight. Like I think by the night in the main card.
Yeah, I my issue too is that the Japanese have that honor thing, like, oh, I will not lose. Like, he's gonna fight till he's out, and you didn't. That's why he was so mad. You didn't give him the chance to like die on a shield. Let him get knocked out. He wants to, because that's here's the thing, you guys. It's a 2-2 fight. Even though, yeah, he's losing that round, maybe he gets back up. He takes him down, ground and pounds, gets the sub, gets a triangle. You
Yeah,
could have had like a real,
he's
it
known
was
for his
already a top 10
jiu-jitsu
fight.
and his yeah.
Yeah, it was already a top 10 fight in my books, like of all time for me. It was a great fight, but it could have been like a top number one or number five if we don't know what we missed out on. I really hope they book a rematch, but like you said, I think it's going to be Van versus Pantoja, and maybe this guy, Taira, will be the backup for that fight, hopefully. Like, I want to see this run back because it was
Yeah,
like, and Pantoja is a little wrestle humping bitch boy. So, like, I think, like, Van actually probably maybe beats Pantoja. It's actually a very interesting fight now because we didn't know, because kind of Sean Strickland did Taira by like getting up. He was like, jiu-jitsu is gay. I get up every time. He wouldn't
oh,
allow himself
oh,
to be butt
brother,
humped.
brother, that reminds me, like before this fight happened, like they asked Tatsuro Taira, like, who do you think wins it, Khamzat and Strickland? He's like, I picked Strickland. They're like, why? He's like, he's funny. So, so he even picked the correct fight, analysis for Strickland. But yeah, like it's like MMA math. Like maybe Tatsuro Taira is more of a problem for Pantoja because he's a really good grappler too. But like Van might beat Pantoja. I don't know. Pantoja's really fucking good. He's getting a little older looking, but yeah, like they're like all a bunch of like cracked up Oompa Loompas in this division that just like go crazy. So it's actually I wasn't like expecting much from this fight really, but like that was pretty entertaining. So like that kind of made the card pretty damn good. Someone else pointed out there's no women's fights on this card. It's in honor of Sean Strickland, maybe. He's like, I'm not fighting on a card if there's a bunch of chick fights on it. But that's probably what gave him the power to win.
No, I have to correct you yet again, brother. We had King Gay Boy Green and Jeremy Stevens. That was kind of the chick fight. They're like wash fighters, so we kind of got the chick fight anyway.
Well, we both skipped it. That was our shit break basically. But yeah, I guess we'll move on. We said what we said about this fight, but if you didn't watch the Van fight, like watch it. That was like the best fight in the card, really. Um, but yeah, the next fight was Alexander Volkov and Waldo Cortes-Acosta. They're both heavyweights, so it's always exciting to watch because there's a threat of knockout like at any second. And like it was like more of a tactical battle. It was like Volkov like was slow. He's a big giant, so he was slow, and he just kept kicking him and stuff. and then Waldo Cortez was a little bit shorter. So he's kind of like a Tai Tuivasa, like he's like the chubster guy, but then he actually has some speed and some skill. But he couldn't really break the distance. But when he did, he like fucked up Volkov with his like punches to the head. So Volkov was smart. He just kept his distance. That's basically how it went. But they both rocked each other back and forth a little bit. It was another close fight. Like I think it was like it could have maybe gone either way, but both of us were leaning towards Volkov. But what do you think,
Yeah,
brother?
I mean, you could argue either way. Like if they said it was a draw, I was fine. If they said Acosta won, it was like a really close fight because Volkov was being a little bitch boy with the kicks. He was just kind of staying at range and trying to not get knocked out. And Acosta even got frustrated at one point and started taunting him. And then as soon as he like taunted him the most, like Volkov like landed big and he got rocked. So I could kind of see what Acosta was saying. It was like Volkov was like using his reach to stay on the outside and like he was just going to win by kicking. So I can kind of see. I actually think Acosta is like way more dangerous of opponent, but Volkov got robbed against Gon. He's been robbed many times. I kind of felt like he deserves this one. But I think Acosta is more about Kamaru Usman problem. I'm a problem for like Gon or Piera. Like, Hokic's in the mix now. Volkov, and
Yeah.
then what's his name? Gable Stevenson's now signed. So the
Oh, that's
heavyweight
pretty
division
interesting.
is actually heating up, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's heating up. He probably heated up with John Jones too. They're very intimate training partners, we've heard. But
Yeah,
yeah, like the thing with Volkov, I mean, he probably gets a title shot after Pereira and Cyril gone, but like he did beat Gon pretty much like the last fight, but I don't see him beating Pereira and I don't see him beating Tom Aspinall if he comes back because he gets rocked a lot, like
I
his
think
chin. And Aspinall already beat him in the past too.
Well, here's a fight to make: Volkov versus Hokit. If Hokit gets through Derek Lewis, beat Volkov, right, and then title contention, right?
That's a
Because
good
I think
fight. Yeah.
Hokit's still new to the division, so you kind of have to. You can't just give him an immediate title shot after being a washed Derek Lewis. You know what I mean? You kind of have.
Yeah.
He's still
Well,
not
that's
really
implying
proven
that's
himself.
in presuming he wins because the Black Beast, he always has that knockout power. Even though he's the old man at 41, he could still win it. But yeah, that's probably very likely because then they're probably Cyril gone and Prairie might take some time off after that fight. So yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, what was the next fight? Oh yeah, it was Sean Brady and Joaquin Buckley. But yeah, this fight. So this is weird. Like Sean Brady, he's almost like a Daggy from Dagestan, Like he's very grappling heavy, not very good punching, but he just dominated Joaquin Buckley. Like it was like a perfect fight on his part. He just took Joaquin Buckley down like immediately, and like every round of the fight was just him on top of Buckley on the ground. But here's the thing, you guys. It wasn't a boring snooze fest like all the Daggies that do that. Like Islam's fight against JDM was boring as hell, and Khamzat's fight against Dricus du Plessis was boring as hell because they made the decision just to lay on them and not try to finish the fight like at all. But Sean Brady, despite his little pillow baby hands, he was like constantly doing ground and pound. He was constantly trying to get submissions, like right. It was like actually entertaining ground and pound. Like it reminded us like a little bit of Khabib style, where like when he takes you down, he's actually trying to do some damage, actually trying to submit you, right? That's why I like Khabib's fights better than like Khamzat's and stuff. Um, but yeah, like Buckley just got that's his kryptonite is like grappling, man. Like that's he needs to work on that a bit. There was one hilarious moment though where like he was on the bottom and Brady was on top and he just like kept kicking his legs, like doing this reverse twerk, and it looks so hilarious. It was like 10 seconds of it. I'm like, that looks retarded. But then he fucking like shook loose and got up. I'm like, oh shit, that works. But that was like the
Working was
best
actually
moment.
effective.
I know that was the best move he did the whole fight. He's like, I'm gonna do the reversed fucking twerk worm thing, and like he popped
You
out.
know
But
why? It's so gay from the bottom. He's humping upwards. It freaked Sean Brady out. That's what it was. It's so gay. He had to go. He had to
I
get
mean,
off him.
maybe. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much that fight. It's like worth watching if you didn't watch it, but like it's like actually entertaining ground and pound. Like wrestling doesn't have to be boring, Khamzat and Islam, but Islam, most of his fights are entertaining. That was the one exception was the JDM fight. So like, but Khamzat like that's why I felt like strongly that he could lose to Sean because he just has that quit in him. He's like, I can't even try to submit. He never wants to risk the ground and pound. Does it because he gets too tired, right? Like we saw with DDP. He's like, I can't submit you. I'm just gonna lay on you. Like didn't even try to throw many punches. So it's really great to see Sean win. It's summoned us from the dead too. We hadn't been making content. but it's
Yeah,
finally
my brother
American
here was
champ
said like,
again.
no, I don't want to make content because I'm a bitch boy, and I'm like, come on, man. And
That's not the story at all. But Sean Strickland united us.
I even told my brother here that like, hey man, we have to make content of Strickland win. So kind of the
That is
decision was
true.
based upon this, right? And so and here's the thing, you guys, like you just said about Khamzat Chimaev, if he feels he's all dominant and that he can just bully you, he doesn't. He just he acts all tough. But this time he got all like bitch boy because he's like, oh no, like he's not going in my favor, and like you could tell he was like when the fact that a Daggy or Czechian gives up on the shot, that's when you know, like, oh no, I'm gonna shoot. I think it was like fourth or third round. He like shoots in the last 30 seconds because like I'm afraid that I might lose. And then here was the funny part: Strickland got a fucking takedown. He had 3 minutes of ground control. Like Strickland actually did a reversal of the takedown and took Chimaev down and had Chimaev on his back. That was the hilarious part. He's like, hee. Now I get to f the goat. Like like Sean like did it the other way around. That was the hilarious part. And I think GSP used to say that if he ever faced Khabib, he would try to take Khabib down. And I remember DC during that exchange was even saying that, like, oh, it's hard as a wrestler being on your back. You're not used to being there. It's stressful. And he even said it perfect. How often do you think Khamzat's training off his back? He's usually in a dominant position in a wrestling. He's not expecting Sean to be on top of him. So I think honestly that was in Sean's favor. And I bet that was part of the game plan that Sean wouldn't just let him up immediately. Sean should try to get some ground and pound. And Eric Nixick talked about that in the DDP fight. He said that, like, Sean, you have to play to the judges. I think that helped him win the fight because it wasn't just like Kazmat had 6 minutes of ground control and Sean had zero. Sean had
Hmm.
3 minutes of ground control. So it wasn't like blown out of the water. So I think that helped him win the fight too. So that was a very interesting kind of little piece that Eric Nixon kept saying to Sean that he wanted him to work on offensive wrestling. And finally, for once, Sean gets a takedown against the toughest wrestler in the division. So racially motivated Sean's like, I can't let this Chucky and fuck win. Like it's kind of like I feel like he's like invincible unless against a white man. Keeps proving over and over.
To give Khamzat some credit, even before the fight, he's like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit about all the antics. I just want to fight." And during the fight, they're actually somewhat cool with each other, right? It's part of it's a show. I give
Well,
Khamzat
he
some
brought up Sean.
credit, you know.
He brought up Sean's dad, right? Like when he said, "I'll
Yeah,
kill
but
DP for that."
I mean,
Come
Sean says
on.
the fucked up shit too. But honestly, that was the fights. Although it's not pay-per-view, and I guess it doesn't matter. But they like the shit talking. But
But here's the thing,
we
you
we're
guys.
filming this before Sean's pressers, and my God, Sean's pressers after the fight. We're both waiting to listen to. It's gonna be great.
We
Paramount
might not
Plus
even have to do
might censor
content.
them. We might
We,
comment on this, but we want to make this content first. So yeah, you freakers, you fuckers, you two might ban us for saying that, but subscribe if you like what you're hearing. We'll probably be back a
yeah,
little more like this.
we're not racially motivated, but we're subscriber motivated. If you don't subscribe, we lose. But if you subscribe, we get stronger by the day.
Man, this was a great card. Like there hadn't been a UFC card in a while where we were both in agreement that like, oh, we want to watch the full main card. This one like was actually pretty good. Like ever since they switched to Paramount Plus, it's been a little crappy, the product. They're like they got that $7 billion and they're like, we don't have to like try that hard anymore. And it's just been like one or two good fights and the rest are like, eh. And the UFC the freedom thing looks pretty decent, but it's not as amazing as Dana's gonna make it sound all year. And then there's that Netflix Ronda Rousey card that like not but just them it's kind of boring. It's got Nate Diaz and Mike Perry and Nagano fighting. It's like, oh, this is legit, actually a pretty entertaining thing going.
Yeah, and that's a problem with UFC. I mean, we had a filler fight, Gay Boy, Green, and Stevens. They put that at the bottom of the card, but like this was like the best card of the year. And honestly, this card, I don't think the White House card's going to top this card. Honestly, this was a great card. Surprising. This was like a what do they call it? Under a sleeper card. Like this one, like on paper, didn't look as amazing, but like the actual fights. Those four fights at the top of the card were just great. Like I normally get bored or like I looked at my phone a little bit during the Oompa Loompa fight just because like there were some moments where it was like just he's just like I'm gotten into mount and I'm from Japan. Just lay there. Like they just like he was
Hey,
just
but that
holding
was
like a
impressive.
frog.
Like he got beat to bloody pulp. Most fighters would have been knocked out, and then he fucking got back up that same round. His like face looked like ketchup, and he took down Van. And Van was like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know what I mean? That was impressive. He had that dog in him. Like, it was
That's
impressive.
that's why that stoppage, it like hurts my heart because you
Hmm.
didn't give him a chance to try to win the thing, right?
Yeah, give him
It's
two
like
more punches, make sure he's down. He wasn't down. Like he didn't like fall to the ground like laying flat. He was like in a crouched position to like wrestle like defense, right? He should have it is sad to see, right?
I don't know if you saw how he stared at the ref. So when after he threw his mouthpiece out, he looks at the ref with this like cold, icy stare. Then his stare changes like, why? Why? He had this look on his face, like, why? He didn't even need to say anything. All with the look he was communicating, like, you ruined my life by this stoppage. Like I really felt for him. It was really sad, honestly. I felt the same for Buckley because I really like Buckley. I feel like he's like one of us. He's a shitbag like the rest of us, just trying to make it through life. We're little
Yeah, he's a
brokies and we're
good
just trying
dude.
to survive. You
He just
know,
needs to work on his wrestling. Oh
you
yeah.
know what
But
he
yeah,
is?
that ref.
He's the
Oh, go ahead.
he,
Go ahead,
he
brother.
he's the he's the Kevin Holland. I think you said this actually. He's the Kevin Holland of the division because now it's like just how he took down Kobe, made Kobe retired. He's there to like separate from the wheat from the chaff. Like he's there to keep like little shit bags from moving up that don't deserve it. He's kind of the
Hmm.
new. You know what he did? It's like Highlander. He's chopped off Colby's head and now he's the new Colby. He's the new
Well, he's not
gatekeeper.
that
It's kind of
washed, but yeah, he doesn't have the wrestling is the problem, right? So anyone decent wrestling, he's gonna lose to probably. But he's entertaining, right? Like we like him. But yeah, with Joshua Van, that ref, yeah, I've never seen that ref before. I also heard there's like a female ref. We didn't watch the fight, but I guess she debuted for one fight. Then like DC's like, I like the way she moves. But it was about like how she moved around the ring, but you know how DC is. But
if
very
DC can't
entertaining
help it.
card.
DC's like a gay boy because he humped Pierre's ass that one time. And like he that's funny, I'm gay. Like, but then he also likes his white women. Like he Laura Sanko, you're so pretty. I know you're married, but like I'm divorced, so maybe one day. Like he's like a little simp boy for Laura Sanko. It's kind of funny to watch. Like, dude, like what's your like why do you
Well, she
constantly
is kind
hit
of
on
hot.
and like she is hot, but I agree she's really hot actually. But like she's like I feel like this is like televised and like do this in the back away from like she like why are you doing this?
Yeah, she's married too. But yeah, brother, I think that about wraps it up. For our few subscribers, you're probably shocked we're back. And if you're new, subscribe, you fuckers, and like, and we'll make some more content. See ya.
Come on, subscribe, don't hold back, or we gonna get Nate to hit you with a Stockton slap. You can trust us, we ain't like DC on a scale. Smash! Subscribe, don't fail, cause if you don't, we'll get John Jones to poke your eye so hard, you're gonna have to start reading Braille.
See, USA,
Going into
baby.